Good evening, folks. Good evening. Yes, thank you. As you come in, please hit the like and subscribe button. I would highly appreciate it. Oh, well, it's been a hell of a week on YouTube, y'all. Let me get this music down some and talk about the things that's been going on around here. First of all, congratulations, Tracy, with the T, dear, on your pre whatever nuptials and all that good stuff. Thank all of you guys that answered my poll, even though I had a late one up there tonight. We're going to touch on both subjects. And I will be dropping my link tonight. So if you guys want to come up and discuss the matter or discuss the situation, you're welcome to do it. All right. Okay. Let's get off into it tonight, folks. Let's get off into it. Good evening once again, Miguel Wallace up there, my moderator. I don't see too many people up here right now, but I'm gonna say welcome to you all. Okay, let's get off to it. I did a poll one day last week. Matter of fact, it started out. I was asking the ladies, which I should have asked both ladies and gentlemen about it. Ladies, is it okay for a woman to flirt with another woman's man? Another man's. Oh well. Ladies, is it okay for a woman to flirt with another woman's man? Uh, that was an interesting poll because I believe like 90%, 96% of y'all said no, and the other percentage was yes. But then, in all fairness, I did a poll today earlier. In which I said that is it okay for a man to flirt with another man's woman? And 11% said yes, 89% said no. So that poll right there, and believe it or not, folks, it only had a fewer people that answered that poll than the one previously before it. I believe the one had 19 people answered it. And this one here only today, which I put it in today, only had 9%. So I'm going to be dropping my link. And I want to ask you guys, what do you think about that? Is flirting okay? Uh, hello, boss lady in New Jersey. I see you're up here. Good evening. Like I was saying, I hadn't posed a question this week. Two of, matter of fact, I had a boo boo there. Uh, yeah, thank you. Anyway, in all fairness, for the men and the women, it was a question for men and women about flirting. Is it okay for each of the opposite sex to flirt with somebody's man or somebody's woman out there in the world? And I had an interesting answer on one when it says, "Is it okay, ladies? Is it okay for women to flirt with other women's men?" And one of my subscribers, I'm not going to mention names because I'll never mention names in the poll. I'll just write down, "There's nothing wrong with it." They say there's nothing wrong with it. That was the question two. Question one about, in all fairness, is it okay for a man to flirt with another man's woman? This person says, no, it's not. And these women playing around, making a mockery out of it, is the first person that'll cry foul when the joke is on them. I don't know. Some people don't think flirting is a joke, really. I mean, some people do, some people don't. It depends on the relationship, too, that I say that you're also in, because I'm not going to sit up there and say that, yeah, it's okay to flirt. It depends where, how, why, and the what for. Now, the what for, we will have a discussion on that, about that, hopefully. And then we'll have a discussion on, is it okay or not? You know, like I said, I'm going to drop my link into the chat and I'll be waiting for you guys to come up. Personally, my opinion on it, it 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 doesn't. I don't know. Harm. What do you call flirtation? You know, why do we flirt? That's another big question. Why do men and women flirt? And I haven't known a man nor a woman growing up in my lifetime of years that hasn't done any flirting, what we call harmful flirting or overexerted flirting, because there was a case on YouTube about people flirting with each other, and the one content creator came to the other person and said they didn't like it. Now, was that the right thing to do, or was that the wrong thing to do? You know, so like I said, don't be afraid to come up and give your opinion. This is a discussion now. It's not going to be an all-out, drag-out, knockdown fight argument, because you guys know I really don't like doing those kind of things. I just want to be able to sit around and we talk like adults, just like we do about any other thing else. And let's talk about this thing, flirting. Why do we flirt? Is it the egotistical thing, or is it something that, I don't know, God, nature has put in us? You know, we're not talking about mating rituals or anything else. We're just talking about going out ordinary flirting and see what people have to say about it. Mm. While I'm waiting on a guest, I guess I could. No, I'm not going to do that, because if I did, I'd be going against my policy here on YouTube, because somebody will say, well, he didn't say nothing about no music and he jumped up playing music. I have learned the hard way. Trust me, folks, I've learned the hard way. But for real, uh, this is a subject. I mean, if nobody wants to comment on it or talk about it, then we can just forget it. And I know how it is when you're scared to do something, you're scared to voice your opinion on things. But I'm not going to, like you said, you see what's running across the screen. The opinions expressed are not those of the host. So, whatever you want to express about it, you're welcome to come up here and do it. And I see I got my first guest up here. Oh, it's my, well, I should have known. Hey, Miguel, I'll be right there with you. Be right there with you. Add you to the screen.
Hello, hello, hello.
Well, hello, good evening, good evening. How are you doing today?
I'm
This
doing
morning.
good.
I know. Yeah, I know this is rather late, early mornings to be sitting around talking about crazy stuff, but I figured that I would get, all the sensible people in here and we can talk about this without cussing and fussing and arguing amongst each other. So
Yeah,
so how have you been doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Okay. any snow out that way?
No, but it's
Uh,
cold though.
yeah,
We ain't got
it's
no snow yet.
yeah, it's cold here. We've been raining. It rained all day today. I was wondering. I said, "Damn, is it a biblical proportion of flooding or what?" And but then it
What you
turned
say? Are we
cool.
gonna need a? What you say? Are we
A
gonna need an
rowboat.
ark?
Yeah, need an arc to get out of here. But then it turned cool, and now they're talking about a possibility of snow, which is up in the St. Louis area. So I don't think it will affect us or anything.
Oh, okay.
But
But no, here it's like cold. It's like cold, and it was raining earlier, but
Uh
now it's
oh,
I
hold
don't
on,
think it's
Gail. I
raining.
have
Okay.
somebody in the back. I'm beginning. I'm looking at my stuff here. All righty. I mean, this Boss Lady New Jersey, y'all. I'm finna add Boss Lady New Jersey to the stream.
Hello, how boss lady?
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can
Yes,
hear you.
dear. Can hear you perfect. How you doing? Happy holidays to you.
Happy
Tired.
holidays to you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yep. The Boss Lady, you know how I am. You tell me to do things, so I'm trying this experimental stuff. To me, it's experimental, but making a poll, I did a poll, listening to other stuff that's going on YouTube, and they were talking about flirting, and it wasn't flirting, and all this stuff, and the content creator came up and said, I gave you one, I'll give you one shot, but I ain't gonna give you the next shot. So,
I was trying to red ball it. I lost my voice, y'all. It's been a long week.
really,
Yeah,
really.
I'm just coming home today.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
hmm Well, actually, yesterday.
Uh,
But I was trying to red ball it back to see what your answer was.
Oh, okay. On my answers, let me see. Let me see if I can pull it up right quick. I should be able to pull it up for you
Oh, I know
guys.
what the question was. I'm talking about
The
y-
percentage wise, right,
no, your
right.
opinion on it. Your
My
opinion.
my real thoughts and opinion on it. Should okay, let's go with the first one, which really had to do with the women. It said, "Ladies, do you think it's okay for a woman to flirt with another woman's man?" Honestly, flirting to me is if it's innocent. Now, if you're being innocent flirting is telling somebody you might admire them for they doing something, or you're listening to them, just like they do me here on my channel. I know there's a lot of women that get on there and they'll say things and type things in the chat. To me, that's playful, bantering, flirting, because number one, I know I'm not going to meet these women, hopefully. Number two, it's just a show that I'm putting on to make people feel good. Now, out in public, when you're out in public like that, if you're flirting, giving a woman a compliment, is that flirting too, or that's a
No,
lot of things?
No,
no,
that's just a compliment.
that's a compliment.
Yeah, but
Flirting, flirting is
some
just
women
what
don't
it
take
is.
that. Some women don't take that as a compliment because some women are so jealous of their man that they don't want them talking to another woman, which to me is
That's
crazy because
insecurities. Those are
right, and very,
insecurities.
very much so insecurities. Yeah, that's what I was saying. But when it comes to flirting, like you're on a panel or something and you say something and you see them flirting on the panel and it
If they
should
flirting like they are
a
either
couple.
attracted to them
Hmm.
or it's inappropriate, if we talking about that type of flirting, then it's not acceptable.
Right. But see, a lot of people
But then
look
how?
at
But then when is it too far? When you go too far with the flirting? That I mean, I I guess
yeah,
I
that's
would try.
I would a person tell me, hey, I don't went too far, you don't went too far, or I can tell them, hey, look, I have a woman, please don't say that or type that in the chat or do stuff like this and that. Now, where other people might just say, well, it's just innocent stuff. And to me, everybody has their own opinion about it. Like I said, I did the poll for the ladies and it came out 95% to 5%. No, ladies
But
should not. It's
but
not okay.
when it comes to flirting, you have to be clear. Like, what type of? Give me an example of what you're talking about.
Well, any example, flirting
'Cause-
is flirting.
well,
Flirting is flirting, period. Regardless, if you want to put a label on it, you want to call it friendly flirting, or you want to call it the flirting, the type to where you're trying to get next to somebody. But a lot of it has been done here lately on YouTube. I've seen it and I've heard it. To me, it's been playful flirting. It's not that this person really wants to get to that person.
if
Like this
somebody
one,
is friendly flirting or whatever with somebody's significant other,
right, right.
it ain't acceptable.
It's not acceptable.
No, in my opinion.
Okay.
Oh, that was my answer that I
Oh,
put.
okay.
No, it's not. And I
No.
mean, because it can lead to something else.
Yeah, yeah. And I noticed it was a big percentage said no, like 5% said yes, 95% said no. But to be fair with the other question about a man flirting with another man's woman, that was a short. I threw that up there today, and I've gotten 2 thumbs up on it. I didn't say how many people actually voted on this stuff
But
really
but
here.
but it doesn't change for the man either. It's still the same answer.
Well, it's a difference in the percentage wise. That's what I'm saying. 90% to 10%.
Well, see, here's the thing. We don't know how people think.
Right, right.
We don't know if people is into certain things. But if we talk about relationship,
Mm-hmm.
then I would have to say no. Now, if you give an example of something else, then it might be whatever. But if we talk about in a relationship and somebody else's person, then no.
Yeah. So
And
considering if you're not in a relationship, then it's okay to flirt. Right?
okay, let's give an example. So say you hanging out with friends,
Mm-hmm.
and there's females that you might find attractive, and then there are males that the females might find attractive.
Right.
And nobody's in a relationship. Then that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
But
Nobody-
okay. Well, let's go to the relationship part then. If both the man and the woman are in a relationship, should they be out flirting?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
That's what everybody's saying right now. But like I said, I had one person did say there's nothing wrong with it, and that was about the ladies out there, flirting with the men. There's nothing wrong with it.
If they're not in a relationship and they don't
Well,
have
I
a
think,
significant other, then
yeah.
whatever, they grown.
Well, I guess my question would be is what if you and your significant other have spoke about, about that, as far as saying, as long as you don't go too far, or you don't order, or you don't order off the menu,
Yeah.
I'm thinking more like because sometimes in relationships, you may know that the person that you're with, may be doing things and stuff like that. But if y'all have had that conversation, I don't think.
Well, if you had the conversation and y'all good with it, then go for it.
Yeah, but I still think that's a form of cheating anytime
It is.
that a person lets another person flirt with somebody. Or say, for instance, say like me, okay, everybody knows I got somebody. Now, if she was to come up and tell me, hey, look, I don't like what you're doing, I don't like what's being said, then it's up to me to either change the way I do things or to say, well, hey, baby, look, this is just harmless stuff. I mean, I'm never going to meet these people. Hopefully.
Well, if it's harmless,
yeah,
but it's bothering her,
it's
or she
bothering
feeling
her.
some type of way,
Yeah,
then it's not acceptable.
Yeah.
It still ain't, regardless. But if she cool with it, and you know that you just doing harmless, and it's all virtual, and
Yeah.
she good with that,
Mhm. And see,
Hey,
that's where most people, I think most people, there are some people on here that can't separate virtual from reality at times. You know what I mean?
but I mean, if you don't know these
But you got
people,
but you got to make it clear though. I mean, it's like, look, listen, this is virtual. It's not gonna go any farther.
Hmm.
And if you can't, I mean, if that person can't accept that, then I would put an end to it. It'd be like, look, no, it's not gonna go any farther, so we might as well just
Yeah,
cut ties.
you
You
cut
know,
ties.
people be
yeah.
having people in their DMs
Yeah,
and
all that kind of crazy
and
shit.
they in
Yeah.
a relationship, and then one of y'all go through the person's phone and
Yeah.
see something you don't want to see,
Hmm.
then it's gonna be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of that relates to the trust factor too. Do I trust her enough to say, hey, look, long as you come in at a decent hour, or long as you don't come in with your hair matted, same way she tell me, long as you don't come with lipstick on your shirt, your clothes all pulled off, or you don't come in a late hour. In other words, don't let the sun catch you coming in. It shouldn't be anything wrong with that out there, as long as you conduct yourself as a man and as a woman.
Well, it depends on where you going, cause it do. Cause
Yeah.
the clubs in New York don't close till the morning.
But here's the thing, boss lady. We ain't talking about clubs closing in the morning,
Well, I'm saying you could
because
come home from dancing all night. Your hair could be sweaty. Your makeup could be not the way you left the house.
well, that's the same way it goes for a man. Then he could come home all sweaty and he got makeup rubbed on his shirt and stuff from dancing with women. I mean, so there's a lot of factors that you have to look
Well,
at.
if
Then
well, if both of y'all at a club, why y'all ain't together?
that's
That's what
that's a
I'm
good point.
saying. That's a
That's a
that's a
good
good
point.
point.
If both of y'all at certain different clubs sweating, getting
But
lipstick
you
all on you.
No, they don't have to be different, but you may have one mate that may not want to go out to that social type of life. Just it may be the woman sometimes, and it may be the man sometimes. Does that
Most
mean most of the times I have seen couples that have gone on their separate ways? One go to one club, one goes to another, and they come back home and meet up, and everything's hunky dory fine. There's no argument and all that stuff. But
that's dumb.
well, that might seem dumb, but ain't that the modern way people are acting right now today? I mean,
Hmm.
think about it. Think about it. Young couples do not believe in being with each other all the time when they're going out having fun.
Hmm.
If you got with somebody right that you compatible with, and you knew you got that you was with somebody that liked to party, why wouldn't y'all started off partying together? Why now is separate clubs? That's a red flag.
Well, as they say, all things change, nothing remains the same. So I guess that's in relationships too, because there are people that I know right now today here in this town. She'll go to one place, he'll go to another place.
That's
You know,
sneaky.
yeah.
But
but
And
I
then
mean, if they,
and
but
but
then
if
here
but
and then
if
here's
what?
they got that understanding, then I can
Yeah,
see that.
yeah, because like I said, here's the
It's
point. They've been married like 30 years together. So it's nothing that they haven't been doing that they haven't done that they haven't did already, the way I
No,
look at it.
30
But
years.
they've been
They
married 30 years and they're
if
still
they
going clubbing.
if they've
They're
been
still going
that's what
clubbing.
I'm getting ready to say. If
Hmm.
they've been together 30 years and they still going out clubbing, they
Hmm.
are bound to run into each other.
Well, in this town, you got enough bars so you can skip places and shit. Nah, because there's certain bars I wouldn't go to. You see
It
what I'm
ain't nothing
saying?
wrong with going to different clubs. I'm not saying that. But
Well, no.
most people that's in a relationship, and you might want to bounce here first, and then you might want to bounce to this club first. But
Yeah,
eventually, at the end of the night,
they're
y'all
gonna
gonna
meet.
meet up and y'all gonna go home together.
Well,
And
either meet up at home or at a restaurant. Because a lot of people here will go to a restaurant and eat afterwards.
yeah, we used
And
to go back in the day. We used to go. Everybody used to meet up at the diner.
hmm.
But yeah, but that's cool. Y'all all meeting up at the end of the night. It ain't like y'all both went to separate clubs.
But they
he came home early and she came
Yeah,
home at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Oh,
That's
hell
not
no,
acceptable.
no, that ain't acceptable at all. Number one, you have to agree to what time. That's what I'm saying. Nobody wants to compromise. Nobody wants to agree on anything. You know, if I tell you, hey, I'll be home at 9 o'clock, I should have my ass home at 9 o'clock. Not 9:01, not 9:05, but at 9 o'clock.
Nah, I'm going to be like, look, around 10:30, 11, we're going to meet up right here. But we walking in the door together. But it don't matter if we do go to different clubs.
What
that's
if you?
cool.
Okay. What if you don't? What if you don't feel it like going out to eat afterwards? You want to just come home? Can't you tell your spouse that, hey, look, I'm going to eat. I'm going to eat. Okay, if you want to go home, go home.
That's cool.
Yeah. Well, see, but the way you sounded like we all gonna come home together.
No, I'm saying all I'm saying is compromise. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I've said. That's what the compromise is.
And we both going to different clubs. We gonna have a plan before the end of the night.
Right, before we even walk out that door.
No, before you even go to the club. That's that conversation you're supposed to have before then.
Right,
yeah, and then on top of that, we got cell phones, so let's text and call each other.
Right,
you know,
ain't no excuse.
Ain't no excuses. But what I'm saying is, there are people out here that do flirt. They will flirt with a woman. Men will flirt with a woman, and there are some women that flirt with men. And even though they may not want that person, they're still flirting with them. I don't think nobody should be flirting with nobody, and especially when they tell you, "Hey, look, I got a woman or I got a man."
Look, when people out drinking, it's easy to tell somebody shit.
Shit, dog.
But you know, you got to be able to. If you with your peoples, you should be able to pull them to the side. Or look, girl, let's go in the bathroom for a minute. You know, and you know, just let the person know. Look, he married. I mean, some people be like, shit. As long as they ain't friends with my people, I don't give a damn.
Here's one right now. I just got. Hey, hello there, rare MF Treasure. Hey, handsome. I hug you like Rare. Button.
We talking about that poll on Williams community wall.
Yeah, that poll that I had up. Is it all right for ladies and men to be flirting? You know, basically, I started out with the ladies. And it said, ladies, it's okay for women to flirt with another woman's man. 95% of the ladies said no. But then there was one person that said it's all right. And then for the men, I had it, in all fairness, for the men, I had it, you know, you flirt. For men, is it all right for a man to flirt with another man's woman? And 10% said yes, and 90% said no. So, and I had a comment on that one too. Somebody said that it wasn't agreeable. So that's what the poll is about, and that's what the discussion is about. And if you want to, you can hit my link and come up and give me your views on it too. But myself, I was just listening to YouTube. I've been listening to YouTube most of the week, and a lot of stuff came up where content.
So basically, somebody is
somebody had been flirted. Was flirting with somebody's significant other. And to me, the flirting was kind of too sexual, as you might say. But then when it was all said and done, they didn't mind it. But when it got too sexual, the person said, well, hey, you know, this is your first time, your last time. That's the way I looked at it.
Is this virtual stuff or real life?
Some of it, this is real life. Now, apparently, they are a couple. They are a couple. Okay.
Wait, so there's a couple that's one or the other is flirting with other people.
The woman came up and flirted with the woman's man. That's what everybody's saying.
Well, did the woman check her?
Yeah. Well, she checked her. I say after maybe the second time it happened.
Nah, she supposed to did that the first time.
That's what everybody's saying.
What's she waiting for?
But
she had to think about it.
But
no, Go ahead, Gail.
But my thing is, why is she checking the woman? Why is she not checking the man?
Because she didn't see the man flirting. She seen
Well,
her.
yeah, y'all know the man was flirting back too. Now let's
But
Oh,
that's what
see,
I'm saying. I feel like she should have checked him along. She should have checked him first and then checked her. I feel like it should have been, instead of her going checking the woman first. I feel like she should have checked her man first and then her,
well, that
then her.
changes the story because first of all, I don't know who these people is, but the second thing is that I didn't know he was flirting back.
yeah. In a way, he was flirting back. Ain't no, but then he was talking about what he was going to do to the significant other when
So
he got with her.
they both was flirting with one person.
No, he had a. From what I gather, he had a platform. This woman came up on his platform and they got to talking. Then it turned like kind of sexual, and everybody thought the woman was saying stuff to the man that she shouldn't have been saying. Okay, and the man was precipitating back with her, but then he did bring in his significant other about how he was going to do when he got with her. So
Okay, see,
apparently,
that's the part I got lost because at first I thought, okay, I know who you talked about, but then when you said that his significant other, that part threw me off.
yeah. Well,
So
his put it this way, his girlfriend came up there and she didn't like it one bit after second time. You know,
But like I said, my thing is she should have checked him and then checked the woman. I feel like she should have checked her man.
okay, so y'all know the story. I'm just speculating. So, she knowingly knew that he was flirting.
I'll be right there with you, Red Teresa. Teresa's up here. Maybe she
Or
can give us allegedly. I'm adding Teresa to the stream, y'all. I'm taking
Oh,
my
okay.
chances. Good evening,
Hey.
dear. How are you?
Hello.
Hi y'all, how y'all doing?
All right.
Okay,
How are
good.
you?
Well, hey boss lady, hey Miss Miguel, hey Mr.
How you
William.
doing? How you
Hey,
doing?
hey,
Hello. How are you?
I'm
how you doing, dear?
just going to tell y'all, hey, how y'all doing? I'm just loafing the streets. I didn't even know what y'all talking about. I my phone when I said, well, let me hit it.
Yeah, I'm catching up too. So
How you
what
doing,
I'm
Miss
getting,
boss lady?
I've been good. I'm just coming home yesterday.
Yeah, she been out flirting.
No, no, I've been out visiting.
See, I only heard half the question. You said, is it all right for men and women to flirt as in like,
That's what I'm saying. If it's in a relationship, okay, let's start with relationship first.
Yeah,
Do
we
you
can start.
think it's all right for a man or a woman to flirt with someone else outside of the relationship?
no, because that's sending mixed signals to me. You know,
Yeah.
that's opening a door that don't need to be opened.
Yep.
If
Mhm.
if you're in a committed relationship now, if your relationship just, I don't know, we could cuss, but y'all know me. So if it ain't committed or and you don't want to be admitted, then no, that ain't the thing to do.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. But there are some women out there that think it's okay to be flirted with.
Well, that's disrespectful.
I mean,
And
it's like this. I'm sorry, it's like this. Like I'm an Aquarius, so we're just like I'm not very peoply. Like if it's too peoply anywhere, it ain't me. But I kind of attract people to me because I'm kind of like easygoing, or they think that I'm just like somebody that they can just do that. I ain't never met nobody that was no friend. I can talk the dry ass paint and make it want to paint itself over again. I don't know. But it's not as far as flirting, but some might take that. But it's just you just can't be too friendly.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep, surely can't.
And
you
see,
can
some people are just too friendly, though. That's what I'm saying. Some people are
we
just too
all know
friendly.
somebody like that. We all got a friend that's too touchy feely. But you
Oh,
gotta check your people. You gotta be like, hold up. You
I ain't finna check them. They gonna check her because I done had some of my friends. We were supposed to be friends, and then they want to do that to me. No, wait a minute, hold up, back up, player. Now,
Mhm.
I love me some boss lady, and I like you, Mister William. I don't. I talk to you sometimes.
see?
I don't even drop down no more. I just listen to everybody. I be like that fly on the wall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But really, I just to me,
All I'm saying is, don't be playing in my face.
right,
That
right.
part.
And don't be playing in my face. Like, even if you doing it on some friendship, because most of the time a guy will be friends with his girlfriend. But that don't give you the right to step back over the line.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
And then
think
it
that,
depends on. Oh, I'm sorry, Mister Gill. Go ahead.
and then too with that, it's like, because like you were saying about the sometimes you might be being too friendly and all that. Like you say, that opens doors.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Like with me, I don't be trying to be too friendly. I'm like, it's kind of hard to explain. Like I'm an introvert, but I'm an extrovert. But it's
I
like I
understand
like
what you're
to,
saying.
yeah. So I'm gonna sit there, but then if it feel like all eyes on me, like somebody watching me because they don't know what I'm doing, it makes me feel crazy. So then I get out there a little bit, but it's sometimes too much is not enough, and then too much is too much. You know?
Yeah.
I'm not looking in your eyes. I'm not doing all that friendly shit. I'm not doing none of that. Cause people do, especially when you have a like in a party gathering and it's
Mhm.
drinking
Mhm.
that has the play in it. If you don't constantly do it, you won't be a touchy feely person. See, I don't
Right.
always do it, so I don't gotta worry about that. Even if I did was to go out and get tipsy, won't nobody have to worry about that because I don't do shit like that. All that close up hug where my titties gotta touch your chest and shit. Nah, I don't do those type of hugs
Mhm.
with my
And
friends,
see,
man, or nobody, nigga.
Yeah. Well,
None
see
of it.
exactly.
that.
See, you
See
like me.
exactly. But that's us being social animals. When we get, like you said, boss lady, a lot of times we get that liquor in us, and then we want to be touchy, touchy, feely, feely, or she don't mind being touchy, touchy, felt on. You see what I'm saying? So alcohol
Right.
does play a big, big part in it too. You know, no matter how a person can sit up there and say, "Well, I just only have one drink," but if that one drink gets you tipsy, you don't care. You get that
Your
butterfly.
inhibitions leave you.
I
Yeah.
feel like if you in a relationship and you with somebody that like to party,
Mm-hmm.
baby, you can get to that club, do all your dances that you want to do, and do it all on your man. Especially if your man know how to dance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Amen.
You don't gotta be doing all that extra shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause
But
see,
then
when
what if
I
you?
get drunk,
Oh,
no, I was
go
about to
ahead.
say, I'm sorry. I was about to say, when like if I'm drinking, like I'm a connoisseur of a nice couple of drinks, but I'm not the one that want to be all on you hugging and doing all that. I want a couple of
Okay.
drinks and I'm
Right.
sitting back and I'm laughing. And I'm from Georgia, so we call it Jonah. Y'all might, I know, boss lady, you from New Jersey, so y'all call it cracking. Miss LaGale,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know y'all from it. We call it Jonah. And being,
Texas.
well, we can say being petty, just so everybody know. I'm gonna sit back. I ain't messing with nobody, but my thing is this: don't touch me. I won't touch you.
There
Yep.
you go. There you
Shit,
go.
I just want to dance. I ain't trying to entertain the table
Mm,
at no club. I ain't coming to talk.
Right.
yeah.
Like I'm somewhat of a comedian, you know. I think everybody will see my name or something or see me say I'm not no panel hitter or nothing, but I tell my little jokes in the chat or I speak to folk and be nice and I leave it at that. But you
Right.
know,
Right.
YouTube is just like being in the club. You got the drunk that want to come here and do
Yeah.
all that shit. And then it's like, bitch, I can reach. I wish I could be. What was it? Pacific. Who was it that said we reach out and touch?
Yeah, yeah.
If I'm at a club, right?
And see, that was a song for one of the telephone companies. Reach out and touch Pat Bell, whoever
Yeah.
Bell, somebody Bell.
Uh-huh.
But then it also was a gospel song. Reach out and touch somebody's hand. I'm gonna reach out. I'm gonna
Mm.
touch your hand, and I'm gonna let you know tonight ain't the night for me to be a Christian. I'm gonna
Now
be very spiritual. I'm gonna read you and your spirit. I'm gonna write you in your spirit, and I'm gonna let everybody. I'm gonna preach every slap hell out of anybody that tried.
child, the music gonna stop.
Yeah,
But
well, I
if
hope.
I'm at a party, right, William, and
Yeah,
say one of my friends, man, be like, yo, boss lady, come on, let's dance. Cause they know we gonna cut up. They know we gonna perform, right?
great.
On the dance floor. That's what I'm on the dance floor.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
But I ain't gonna give it to him the way I would give it to my nigga if he was on the dance floor. You can still
Right. I'm
dance
not even
and
gonna
still
dance
be
with my
you can
friend, man.
I'm not even
I'm
gonna
not gonna
dance
do
with. I'm not even gonna dance with it because I already know. I'll be like, nope.
nah, me, all my friends, we all
Yeah,
be
because to me,
dancing.
I feel
We
like
be
that's a
dancing.
setup.
Yeah, that
Nah,
is. It's a setup.
see, you gotta
This
know who
just
you
like
listen
little
to.
love drunk ass time. Hey, go dance with my man, Rare. Oh hell no, cause I don't know what the fuck y'all got going on. Cause I can't do them lot. Oh shit, see that I done went all the way somewhere else.
How low
Child, let
can
me
you
get
go,
out of here. Cause this
dances?
is record. Look, this recorded. I'm gonna be back though, but I'm gonna wait.
All right,
Y'all
dear.
have a
All
good night. I
righty.
just wanted to tell all y'all because
You.
I say y'all with the people with the most sense on here. So
Yeah, it's been a crazy week on YouTube. I have to admit that it has been
child, I've been in the
crazy.
bushes for damn near a month, if not better, and I've been looking at all y'all. I saw you, Mr. William, when you cussed out what you call it, hey, boss lady. I don't been around. I've been sitting there like, ooh.
But you
Boss,
you have to you have to admit on that cussing out. Now I was doing the right thing. It wasn't that I
who
just
really
Now
be
got.
you
cussing out?
already you cussed by two of them out, Mr. William, and on each of them, I really said, now that's well, Lady Nika call you Shaba. I had to steal you then. I said, now that's my damn Shaba right there.
Well, thank
And
you,
what
dear.
really makes
Thank
me
you.
mad, they be want to call you old. What the hell do you call old? Nigga, if you live past 21 years old, like we were talking about the club, you
Yeah,
might be 21 just getting in the club, nigga. You might be 47, because when you leave there, your death sentence might have come to you.
there you go. That's and I tell people, just because I'm 72 doesn't make me dead either. I don't know where
Who
people
what?
get the idea that old people are dead. They can't do this, they can't
Wait
do
a
that.
minute, Mr. William. I never knew you were 72. I thought they were fucking, I thought they were doggone lying.
No, ma'am. And I'm not ashamed to mention my age. I am 72. If God
Look,
willing,
what
next
you put
year.
behind, like I had to put, it was just rare treasure. I put rare MF treasure because I got tired of people just like skip it over. I don't mind not being noticed. I don't mind not being spoken to. Everybody
Okay.
that's being spoken to ain't always being the ones that's being greeted.
Right, right. And
And so I want you to put my William, hey, just
mm.
because it's the roof don't mean that they firing the furnace William. Leak
Yeah,
brother.
that's my girlfriend notices. So I'm not gonna say anything else about that.
Wait a minute, you said girlfriend. See, I'm gonna divorce you. In my head, you
Now, look, I'm just sitting up here having conversation. I didn't say I was
you
gonna.
said your girlfriend. I feel so slighted.
No,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
don't feel that way. I love all my women. All my women that come up here and speak to
Now
me.
I
All my
really
women
feel
that
fucked
listen to
up.
me. No, see what I'm saying?
He put his foot in his mouth.
See, that's what I get. That's what I get from my little other significant other. I've always
Hey,
put my foot in
sweet
my
D
mouth.
daddy. I'm just gonna call you sweet D daddy. You know what the D stand for.
Yeah. But no,
And it ain't dementia.
no. Well, they say I got dementia, so what the hell? I've been told I got dementia. I'm senile and I don't do this and I don't do that. I need to
If
just
you
sit back
got
in the
dementia,
corner.
you see now what the hell wrong with them.
I don't
They
know.
can't remember nothing. They don't know nothing. Then they lie like they. They don't even lie like a rug. These niggas lie like just an old whore.
Yeah,
No reason, child.
yeah, for no reason at all. You know, they'll tell you a lie just to make themselves look good, and then when you call them out on their lies, then that's when they want to call you a bunch of names. So I try to stay out of that shit. Yeah, I really do. And I know especially, and don't get me wrong, with women, I love my women. I love y'all women, but y'all can be like, whoo.
Oh, you ain't had to cover that one up like that because I wasn't gonna be
Yeah,
back because I hate them hoes.
Oh,
I hate
thank
them
you.
hoes. I hate them hoes. And women be the hoes. Them little girls, they just be some. No, the women be the whores. Them little girls they just be some hoes. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like talking about. No, you know me. I don't like talking about women. So, and when I
I
see
don't like talking
women,
about them bitches neither.
but when I see them going at each other's throats for what? Why? What is it
Because that's
for?
what
Well,
women do from the beginning of
if you
time.
gotta ask that question, I say let them go at it.
And thank you, boss lady, because it is very entertaining.
Shit. If you can't figure out the reason, that means it probably ain't nothing.
Well,
One thing I can say, I've never saw a boss lady have to go and really just do like they do it unless you cuff her. And I ain't gonna lie. I watch her every time she make a video. Well, back then because I hardly try to get on here now because it's too consuming trying to catch up. And you get caught up in the drama and the beef. We all like the mess, but you get caught up. And I
yeah,
was complimenting Boss Lady on one of her videos, but I'm from Georgia, and the way I talk, Atlanta, the way I talk, I was saying, we type the way we talk, even though it ain't grammatically correct or whatever, but you get the gist. And so
right.
she, hey, Boss Lady cussed me the hell out. And when I got the notification, I went back and read it, and then she hearted it. I was like, "Oh, that's my girl." Then when she hearted my shit, then cussed me out. I was like, "Wait a minute, that ain't what I was saying." She was like, "Oh, okay." She stay on TTG, not trained to go.
Well,
Time to
but see,
get your
it
ass
hurt.
together.
I be reading my comment section.
I
Well,
know you do. And see,
I
niggas
agree.
forgot
Me
about
too.
you. They forgot about you, and I'm glad that you came back out here.
Girl,
But I
let
just
them
want to say
forget. Cause the shit I
say
see
one thing,
now,
boss lady. You
Mm-mm.
are you have the most, and I'm gonna get to Miss Legail and you too, Mr. Carruthers. I'm gonna tell Miss Legail how I know her. But boss lady, you have the most beautiful spirit, heart. You don't take no shit, and I can tell you and your niece, April. Oh my God, that fool is a fool, and I love her still, and the death. I love her, but you are just you, and you are the most underrated OG
Yeah, yeah,
that fits here.
yeah. That's another
Most
thing
underrated.
that OG panel stuff. I it went from sugar to shit to, in my estimation,
It
because
wasn't
there's a
never
lot.
sugar. It was just all full of shit.
my
Okay.
videos used to be
The only sugar
response
that was on that
videos.
OG panel was the sugar that was in them edibles.
Mm,
And I ain't got
but
no problem with Shelly. I ain't got no problem with nobody. Because
but what I,
it's easy for folk to say, "Oh, when I cut this off, quote unquote," and y'all tell me who this is. This is just an entertainment app. When I cut this off,
She
I go
will
back to
see.
my real life. Me and Mark, we have a good. Oh, see, I told him myself.
well, I always said myself, there's more to life than YouTube, and I have proven that. I done went out, made me some videos, having me some fun. So I ain't got to be sitting up here arguing with you all day, but I
And when
will.
I see like 8, 9, 1,000, 1,300 people in where they say how many people in there,
Right.
I always see the same people talking from this channel to that channel to that channel. I see flip floppers, flipping gators. I see motherfucking flipping tipples. I see flip flap jack. I see jumping jacks. I see every damn thing, but I be like, damn, Don't nobody come in here and do what I do. We just sit back. Like I got one membership and I did that the other day, and I've been here like for years. One membership. And that was on Just Kimmy, and I did that drunk because I was trying to say something in the goddamn what you call it. Hit that shit.
Well, I'm gonna let y'all ladies talk about y'all ladies because every
Ah,
time a
no, but
man
this is what I
said,
was saying.
"I
Now
hate
I
it,"
told
I
Miss
hate
Boss
it
Lady
though.
about her. I love her.
But
Yeah,
she
They
said,
want to talk about vitiligo and all. Bitch, you just mad because you're not unique enough and real
to
enough
come out
and,
on.
and
Thank
live
you,
in your fluff
thank you,
and your juiciness like
thank you.
she
See,
do.
that's what I pick my people on. The realization, boss lady, uh, Lady Nika, just read my book, Duchess Kelly. Look, all them people I'm subscribed
Just read
to.
my book. I
Yeah,
love that lady, but I don't know if she can't see or whatever. I go and I speak to everybody. I don't
well,
give a
no,
fuck if you don't speak
I
to me.
know.
I
There's some
think her
people
just
that I
read
don't.
my book out one day because she said something. I think we was in Nubiology chat when she first
Yeah.
came on when James got her to come, and I said, and I remember her from a while back. I was like, hey, just maybe I don't know. I might have said just shut the fuck up. You know the
Yeah,
J,
see, that's
you
what
know
I'm saying.
the JRM. Just read my book. You know the letters. It might have just said just shut the fuck up. I don't know. I smoke
Yeah.
reefer. And so
Well,
I was like, oh, I'm sorry. And then she skipped me over. I said, I know and I typed, I said, I know the fuck. I didn't just waste my broke up ass motherfucking thumbs to say this again. Ain't nobody. I left it alone. But I'm going to go Miss Legale. Miss Legale, I know exactly where I know you from for years. I ain't never
Where?
seen you. James. I ain't never seen you have a beef with nobody but you. You good for getting the motherfucker together too. And when I say classy,
mhm.
based, it start out classy base. When I say base like bouillon. Better than bouillon, then your ass just go full flip pot liquor.
you seen
Yep,
her
all
go off
my.
before?
Never
Ma'am.
have. Never have.
Oh,
Never have.
No, I ain't never had
Miguel,
to
you
fight
done went
with
off?
nobody but Tracy. And Tracy's my girl. She's my girl. But I don't like the shit that she do. And they talk about it and all that shit. I don't give a fuck. But she came at
Yeah.
me because I was telling her, I was like, Tracy, that was just, I got on Misunderstood panel one night and they were talking about something. And her name came up. And I was like, I hit the link. And I was like, hey, how y'all doing? And I said, this ain't got nothing to do with y'all were talking about, but y'all said Tracy's name. Hey, Tracy K, you still my girl? I said, but I don't like what you did to Miss the church lady, Miss,
Mm.
doxing her kids and all that. Child, Teresa goddamn just was cussing me out in the chat. And then she got up there to cuss me out. Before I knew it, I told her she was Peg Bundy, Marge Simpson. I told her, I said she had a backward waist trainer.
Well, ladies, let me ask you this. Okay, we're gonna get off. We know how panels go. We always get off subject and everything. What
Yeah, I
what
don't
is
even
your
mess out
strong
long.
what is your strong feeling about doxing?
I,
That's why
well, for
I don't
me,
jump in
I
the chance
don't.
because, oh, go ahead.
For me, I don't like it because it's like, why do you need to go into other people's business and all you have to do is ask. You don't have to. I mean, you don't have to go and search and do
you
all of
don't even
this.
gotta
Which
ask, cause
all
they
you
know
got to
how it
do is
Yes.
is.
ask.
Well,
They don't gotta
sometimes
ask.
yeah, you're right,
I'm
boss
boss
lady.
lady. Say what
Sometimes,
you
If you
saying.
don't
Say what you
volunteer
saying,
it,
boss lady.
if you don't volunteer it, then why ask?
right?
Because if
Let me
you
tell
only
you
gonna
like this.
tell people what you want them to know, anything else
Right.
is
And you know what?
irrelevant.
And I feel like that doxing is totally wrong.
It
Doxing
is.
is totally fucking wrong. Because if I wanted you to know anything about me, you ain't got to go look for it. My name Rare Motherfucking Treasure. I ain't hard to find. Google
Mhm.
connected everything.
Right.
Come and ask me and I tell you anything you want to know. My life is an open fucking book. I ain't ashamed of nothing. I don't regret shit. And I'm gonna do some more
Me
shit
neither.
and all that. They want a doctor to find you're bad. I want to see the first nigga that docks and pull out all the good qualities that you do.
You
Catch
ain't
me
that
at the
the yeah.
club. It's
Hey
going
man.
down. Catch me
Yeah.
at the club. It's going down.
And you know,
No, they ain't gonna
when
catch me at the club. They gonna catch me at 1743 Glenarm Drive, Lithonia,
hey,
Georgia. No, I'm saying that because it ain't nobody but us here. But I done said this
No, it ain't.
before.
You
no, it
think
ain't,
it's
baby.
only us
You
here.
think it is, but it's more people listening, or they will listen to the replay. So that's what
Oh,
I'm
yeah, and
saying.
but see, I don't know. What I'm saying is this: come and do it. I just lost my
Hmm.
son tonight. He might got low 4 legs
Oh,
and fur, but he got that's my son.
yeah,
I'm sorry to
yeah.
hear that.
I'm sorry to hear
I'm
that,
sorry to hear
sweetheart.
that.
You know that, and that's
Somebody
another
killed his
thing.
ass, but I got my daughter sitting right here, and she better
Well,
hope if she shit and piss on my floor, she gonna be out there with him.
don't say that, honey, sweet. But what
No,
I'm
I'm
saying
just though.
is,
If she pisses shit on my floor, she ain't gonna be out there dead, but she gonna be out there with him.
with
And
him.
who shit and piss?
My daughter, my 4-legged daughter.
Oh.
She
Get
got,
ready
No,
to
my
say.
son is a dog. I
she
got him
got,
at 4 weeks.
she
Oh.
got,
I got him at 4 weeks,
She's
and
an
he just
animal
turned
lover.
7.
she's an animal
Yeah,
lover like you,
Okay, I
lady.
have a spunky too. My
Yeah,
little
she got
bitty
a
I
Emily.
know
spunky.
you got animals, so you feel me.
You have a
4
miniature
weeks old.
schnauzer.
They lied to me.
Mm.
I paid $4,000 for this little dude.
Oh well, you girl, I paid $1,400.
Girl, you know what, ladies? Now, I'm just gonna say it. At them prices, that dog better talk.
Let me
Oh,
tell you
That
what. Let me
dog
tell
better
you
be
what my
able to feed
dog do.
itself and walk itself.
I understand my dog. I know what he say when he come to me.
Exactly. That's what I'm about to say, boss lady. He ain't got the talk. That nigga, I know his face. I know his barks. That nigga come in here hit me.
If you don't
That
move,
nigga come and
if you
give me a
don't move,
look. That
okay. If you don't move fast enough, he will grab you onto your leg or
Mm.
your pants
nigga
or
cuss
your
you out,
boot.
don't it, boss lady?
If he, I know what he's
Uh,
saying. He know not to go too far.
oh
What kind of dog you
Lord.
got to get, boss lady?
I have a gray miniature schnauzer.
Yeah, and he's
Oh, that was
he's
like
cute. He's cute. Now, I'm not
now
an
look.
animal lover, but I love people that love pets. So there, that's
My
all I can
boy,
say.
before he got sick, my boy was every bit of almost 200 pounds.
Oh
Y'all know what a
Lord.
cane corso look like. He's a cousin to them. It's a Presa Canario. And I got a little pit that I got for him. That's a girl, and she just turned a year. She look like, I don't know, this motherfucker look like Batgirl daughter. Like Bat for real.
Back
And
girl.
they say she a
How
pit.
bad
I ain't
girl
never
daughter.
You know,
Yes, I swear I ain't
yeah.
never seen a pit who ears stand up like a bat, and she black and white like a bat, and they stand up like a bat. She could be sleep, balled up in a ball from the day I got her.
Them
Them
ears
ears
perk
ain't
up.
never let down. They stay just like that. I be like,
Yeah.
damn, bitch. I wish
Oh no,
my
spunky
legs
is
could have
good.
the stamina that your damn ears got.
But when my
Can
but when my dog ears stand up, they be pointy.
But that's how hers is. They never go down from the day I got her. Because I had her
well,
brother. And my
myself.
cousin was here and they killed my dog.
Wow.
What? How?
Because I let him come from South Carolina with his 4 dogs. This motherfucker just so happily out of nowhere got Jesus Sandal. He done came on Noah's Ark in a rainy day with a fucking bulldog. You know the nigga that looked like Breaking Down the House, Winchester, whatever. No,
Mm.
Winston Churchill with that underbite.
Oh,
That.
he looks like that. He's a real full-blooded bulldog.
Yeah, it was a
With
girl. She was Brindle, beautiful.
with a big chest and all that. Walk
Yes,
bow-legged in the front.
this motherfucker came over here with a fucking Doberman, not a Doberman, a fucking German Shepherd. Now where I live at, I'm close. I'm not on the main road, but I'm on the road off the main road is the main road. I call it the pet cemetery. Kids done died, niggas done died, cars done died, squirrels done died.
No.
Nigga, the
God,
Family
man.
Dollar motherfucker, the Family Dollar carts died because they leave them right over here. I guess they run out of gas by my house.
Oh well, what the hell? Like
Man, They came over here and then he just took the dog in and asked me nothing. All them dogs done got into a fight. They done tore down my banister to go out my back door, my steps. And my puppy was a puppy and they rolled him over and were fighting on him and shit.
Mm. See,
Mm.
that's
I brought
why.
him in the house.
That's
Yeah, I
that's
brought him in the house.
why
That nigga, I thought he was dead. He was full of blood. I thought he was dead. I done ran to my kitchen sink and I'm washing them all. I'm CPRing. Breathe. 1, 2, 3. What? I am so serious because I used to be a nurse. So I'm like, fuck it. If you could do a baby like that, bitch, I'm finna do this little dog like that. Bitch, my $25 ain't gonna be in vain. I done motherfucker bought all this food for you and these motherfucking collars and took you on road trips and shit. You done shitted up my, oh no, bitch. Nope. You go live today so I can whip your ass tomorrow. Dead
Did
ass
he
serious.
live? Did he
Nope,
live?
he ain't make it through he ain't
did
make
he
it through the night,
did he
but
make
that's
it?
where Batgirl come from. His sister.
Oh, his sister. Okay. Well, you
Mm.
know what? I hate hearing stories like that when people they're such lovers of animals and something happened to their pets, and it's. I know how you feel. It's like losing. It's like losing a family member. You know.
I
So
have no children. I have
yeah.
no children. God knew what he was
Okay.
doing because I was gonna kick your ass, Mr. William, because you was cheating on me and shit, flirting in the club and shit.
Mm.
Oh, cheating. How am I
Yeah, you was
cheating,
cheating,
dear?
flirting in the club and shit.
Oh my- That's part of my job. I'm a DJ. I come home when I get off of work. I don't go
Oh, I
nowhere else.
understand because I used to be a stripper. It was part of my job to
Oh.
turn you on.
What?
A fantasy is a fantasy. Way
You-
before Mariah Carey had it.
now you see, boss lady,
Uh, uh, uh.
boss lady, boss lady,
What?
where you at? Uh,
Right here?
Over
okay,
there laughing her ass off.
I know she.
No, but that's why I came and I saw you because I usually be in your bushes and I like the people that don't have too many people in the room cause a ruckus, commotion, and
Yeah,
just
yeah.
Mm-mm.
Uh,
they call it trolling. You ain't trolling. You just in there goddamn starting mess and thinking that you funny when you ain't funny. What funny is that you sitting up here all day in the same chat rooms that I see you in because I'm early retired. And when I come on here and don't say a motherfucking word, I see your ass in here all day, every day, bitch. At least when I go to sleep, I go to sleep. I wake up, I see your ass. When the fuck do
well,
you sleep?
well, believe it or not, I do sleep. So I
Oh, I
mean,
know you
seriously.
sleep. I know you
Mm,
sleep. You know, that's this 72-year-old shit. You wake up about 4:30 in the morning and act like you gonna smoke a cigarette like back in your day. You drink you some caffeinated coffee, and then when you get too hyped, you go get you some decaf.
Uh, uh,
no,
uh.
dear.
No, I'm telling you, look, I'm gonna tell you what he do. Don't
I'm
tell no,
strictly a
y'all don't tell
decaf.
look, y'all don't tell Mr.
I hate
William what I
decaf
said.
coffee.
Okay.
You drink
I,
decaf because you
no,
can't you
no,
can't you can't keep
no.
jacking out the far up like that.
I,
Oh my
oh
goodness.
my goodness.
Uh,
Dear, I have insomnia. I do. I actually have insomnia, and there have been times I have been uh, up and kicking it around for 2 to 3 days without any sleep.
And you
So
know what? I've been like that since my mom passed,
yeah, yeah.
and
Well, I'm
especially around the holidays,
yeah.
I
Oh
mm.
be
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh
Holidays,
yeah.
and
I was
I
just
want to
crying like
send
a
out.
motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
was just
send out
crying like a
all
motherfucker
my.
because my mama. I just lost
Yeah.
my mother's sister, um, August the 30th,
Hmm.
and we buried her September the 7th. And my
Mm.
mother passed September the 9th, and I buried her the next week, the day
Yeah.
before. All that.
Yeah.
And so I
Well,
was sitting here.
I lost a best friend I have been knowing for damn near 20 something years, 25 years. And she was a female. We never had anything going on, but I knew her kids. She knew my kids. We sit down and we talk. We have coffee together, and we go out to the casino together. One of my casino buddies, I'll put it that way. she just passed away well, it's been about 2 months now.
Yeah,
And
too
it's,
much.
My condolences.
and it still hurts me because she was such a nice person. She was a beautiful woman. She had just I don't know, and she was battling cancer, and to see a person that was vibrant and healthy, and how they go down and what it does to them, it
Yeah.
just it does something to
So
me.
my,
And then right, and me at my age, I'm at 72. Like I said,
I'm sorry, I didn't want
it's
to cut you off. But there
go ahead,
just
baby.
had a whole vivid picture because I found my mother in the bed. I was just talking to her. She told me to go make her two of them PF Chang freezer egg rolls because people with
Hmm.
cancer, when you get that when they get that treatment,
Yeah,
it's
she
certain
did that
things
chemo.
they eat and they can't eat, and their taste buds forever change.
Yeah, yeah, and see
So
that
my
was the
mom
problem right
finally
there.
found that and she eat that. And they ain't but a minute and 30 seconds in the microwave. And she couldn't wait because I put them in the oven. She told me to do two. I never forget. It was like yesterday. If I cry, I'm sorry,
And
y'all. Maybe I need
no,
God
don't
might
worry
have said
about it,
to
honey.
do
I
that.
ain't. Don't worry about it, because
Man, she
I'm
told
sitting
me
up
to go
here.
get one. My mother
I'm
said,
sitting up here tearing thinking about it because
yeah,
it's just
it's Treasure. Like my nickname is Treasure. So she
yeah.
was like, and it's my middle name. So she was like, Treasure. And for my mother to call me Treasure, nickname, middle name, whatever, that ain't
Hmm.
really
Hmm.
right. So I'm looking at her like she's speaking Spanish. I'm like, well, nigga, now Puerto Rican ain't in us today.
Hmm.
Blah blah. So
Yeah.
we laughed and talked our little shit, and she ain't want nothing to eat. I was like, mommy, you got to eat. You done been taking all this medicine. You done
Yeah.
had this treatment. You weak, and you got to do this.
And that's
Nah,
what basically happened to her. She was taking the chemo, and then all of a sudden her taste buds changed, and she wasn't eating. And the kids were talking to me about it, and I would try to talk to her, and
my
it's a
mother. I found my mother in the bed, and
Mm.
the two egg rolls. One was a minute and 30 seconds. Two wasn't even 3 minutes. They said 2 minutes 20 seconds. When the first one was done, I went before it was done. I went and I was like, "Mommy, you want an icy with it?" Because she didn't really like soda no more. Water, they
yeah,
changed,
yeah,
and so she had the thing about she used to love Dr. Pepper, never loved Sprite, and she was like, "Bring me a Sprite."
bringing Sprite. Yeah, yeah. See,
Never drunk a Sprite, and I don't drink soda.
that's what my
Something
friend
told
was
me,
doing too.
yeah, something told me earlier that day to go. Matter of fact, I didn't even get the Sprite. I was trying to get a what you call it, not
A
a
7 Up.
Snapple. It would no,
Mm.
not a Snapple. It's one of them lemonades in the bottle. What is it? Country Time lemonade in the bottle.
And about country time. Okay,
I
okay.
was trying to get one of those, and I swear that's what I thought I picked up, but it was a Sprite.
Mm,
And I
mm,
put it in the refrigerator in the bag. I didn't even take it out the bag. Me being lazy because I have so much to do to take care of her. I'm an only child. So I
mm.
did that and I went back. She calling me, Treasure. I'm ignoring her ass because I'm thinking she being real motherfucking funny because they gave her dronabinol weed pills.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I done made
Well,
sure that she popped about four
well,
motherfuckers
my
so that she could get some rest because she on nerves and that's what it.
you're
And
breaking
then
up
she
a
done
little bit
gave me
there,
something. So I'm
Treasure.
hiding a motherfucker. And I'm smoking.
You, yeah, you're breaking. Your
You're
mic is
Honey,
breaking
breaking
up.
up.
she did.
Breaking up.
Oh, because honey, she did that shit, and I'm thinking being funny, but no, I went back there. Mommy, what you say? Da da da. Oh, I ain't say nothing. I said, Ma, you just said something. Quit playing, lady. I ain't say nothing. Who the hell you talking to? Nobody. No fucking body.
Well, you had a
5'2" and
rapport
a
with
half
your
and all that. She beat my dad. Man, I came back up here to take it because she made me put another one in there. I put it in, and I went in my room because my dog was in there cutting up. and the dog was in there with my mama, but the dog went in my room. So I'm cussing.
Huh?
I don't cuss in front of my mama like that.
I had to go Google weed pills. I didn't know they had weed pills.
Yeah, baby. They got weed
Dronabinol.
pills.
DRABIN, Dronabinol, Dronabinol, something like that. And I used to be a nurse and I didn't know that. Man, I came back. She was all right. I came back up here when the microwave went off. I brought them egg rolls back. My mother was laying there.
She was gone.
She wasn't dead then, but she was laying there like incoherent, not lucid, nothing. And I'm smacking the shit out my mama, like dead ass for real, like smacking the shit out of her because I'm thinking she playing. So I'm like, if I smack the shit out of her ass, I'd have smacked the fuck out of her like 5 times, and I'm ducking each time. I'm waiting on the hook because she was a motherfucker. She beat everybody. She beat my daddy ass. And the whole family.
Oh Lord, bless her sweetheart.
My mama beat my daddy ass and all his side of the family in less than 20 minutes. No bullshit. So I'm ducking.
Look at William over there growling and shit.
Yeah, I'm just.
My dog is whining. My dog is whining.
It amazes
and so I'm pulling
me
her toe. My mama hates for me to fuck with her toes because I suck my thumb. I used to play with her fingers and toes. Fuck that. I'm 40. I'm about to be 46. I did that. I still suck my thumb.
Well, there's nothing wrong with her. I got a sister. She's 62. She sucks her thumb.
When I tell you, my mama wouldn't come to for nothing.
No, I know, baby. That hurt. That hurt.
And then I saw
you don't have to tell me.
No, I just said blood coming from her vagina, and I didn't see it.
I understand because I lost my mom, and I was her caretaker. And she had dementia. She couldn't talk. She couldn't do anything.
My mom was 53 years old.
I understand what you're saying about losing the mom, because I mean for me I think that's the worst thing that has happened.
Her sister, I just lost her, and I went up there and took care of her for 2 months. And I just lost my son.
Oh, baby.
While I was there, I lost 2 cousins.
And this time of the year, and like you said, it is hard. And people need to sit and talk to people and understand. Like I said, I'm 72. I done been through stuff that you done been through. I've seen stuff that you probably have never seen. And I've done things, and I understand. That's what I'm saying. As an old man,
I thank y'all for letting me get that out. That's why I came over here. It wasn't for that, but God was just like, why go over there with the mess? Let me see what Mr. Williams talking about.
And I
because he over there playing some music.
Yeah.
And I didn't even read what your title was. I just saw ding, ding, the notification.
Yeah, notification, dear. Thank you.
And then I started saying 2 people in there. Well, motherfucker, I'm going to make 3.
Thank you, darling. Thank you. And for the rest of you guys that'll hear the replay later on, we're having a ball. So don't think we're getting too goddamn melancholy.
If y'all want to tell my story like the fuck that y'all do to use it for content, at least come and ask me.
Yeah.
Email me. Call me. I put my address out there.
I've always, when I came on YouTube, I came on as myself. I didn't try to be anybody else. I didn't try to do any other names no, that's my real name. William Carruthers. That's my real name.
I always thought that was just like a made up name that I said a nigga can't make up Carruthers. I am so, oh God, on my mom, I said, no, that's that nigga real name.
If you've been on here for a long time, there's only certain people that know my name.
Yeah.
I came on here with
Boss Lady, I bet you got a beautiful name like Nadia or Simone or something like that.
But I came on here as my name.
Letitia, probably.
You know what? I've been here for a while, but I don't pay attention to shit like that because I'm not with the cult doxing and all that shit.
Yeah,
I'd rather email you. I'd rather email you and ask you, let me get your number. We gonna beef? Let's just beef for your family.
I don't. I'm too old to beef. All I want to do is play my music, talk my shit, and be happy. That's all I ever wanted to do.
And my name, and the name that's up here now, that's my name. That's
Yeah,
my
that's her
real
name.
name as well.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
you could
LaGail
hear
Wallace.
nobody think that your name was fake. Not with the Legal. I knew that was your
That's
real
right.
name. I knew that was Miguel. I don't mean no harm, no disrespect. If I'm 46, I bet you Miss Miguel. I don't know. I don't want to step on no toes. I
Oh,
believe me and Boss Lady might be around the same age bracket, but Miss Miguel, you ain't up there with Mr. Carruthers because you know he's still young. He lying to us. That nigga about 17.
I wish I would.
Miss
God,
Miguel
don't.
couldn't be no more than 52 or
Ooh.
52 to
I,
55.
I
no,
Probably.
no,
wish.
no, no. You, nope, nope.
Wait, wait, hold
I'm the
on.
same age as you.
Wait, you said LaGail is about what?
I said 52 to 55
Nope,
because of the
nope.
presence that she give of a mature, not old,
Is it,
mature.
that's you
Not the
around that
old.
age? You around
Old
that
is
age?
Dubby. Dubby by 37. That bitch sound 83.
Oh Lord! Now wait a minute. Please don't talk. Please don't talk about my dubby. Please
I
No,
don't
like
talk.
that
no.
Dubby. I like that Dubby.
I'm actually the same age as you.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. No disrespect.
How old? I didn't hear it.
Cause I'm a whole lot of little ratchet hoe out here. Call me Little Pete Jr. No, don't do that.
uh,
Don't do that.
Gail, you in
Don't
your
do that. I
40s,
take
right?
that. Look, I
Huh?
take that back.
You in your 40s,
Call me
right?
I babe or
Yeah, I'm in my
somebody.
40s. I'm in my 40s.
Well, we
And
could be
she,
that. February the 6th, I'll be 46.
lady, I'm older than you.
And I'll be 40. I'll be 46 in 2023. So right now
You
I'm
know, the girl
45.
ain't shit. I'll be 46 in 2023. Come on now, Miguel.
Yeah.
well, what y'all talking about
Look,
age
Miguel,
for?
look, I'm gonna give
Age,
Miguel
age
his
ain't nothing but a
nickname.
number.
Wherever I see Miguel in the chat, her name ain't Miguel. It's gonna be Lil Gal.
Yeah.
Little gal.
Cause you see how she just did that so eloquently. Yeah, I'm the same age as you. I'll be 46 in 2023.
Yep.
Mm.
And you said
In
that
other
me and
words, mind your business, little bitty bitch.
you said that me and you around the same age.
Yeah, I said all three of us, the ladies, cause Mr. Williams 17, he over here catfishing motherfucker.
No, I'm older. Uh-uh.
He's 21.
No, I'm older than you and LaGail.
Okay, well, you know what? Much respect to you. It ain't. You know what? No matter, I find it nowadays, and it baffles, it behooves me because the older motherfuckers act younger than us, and the younger motherfuckers they act like they got one foot on the nana pill and one in the grave.
Child. I'm like, okay.
I ain't trying to
Well,
be young
ladies.
forever. I'm
Well,
gonna
me
keep my
either.
goofy ass sense of humor. I'm gonna keep loving all y'all like I love y'all,
Thank you, darling.
and
I
Thank
love
I don't
you
know
you.
too.
how
Thank
I
many
you.
love
people
you
in the
I
too.
love
chat.
you too.
Mm.
I don't
And
know
see,
how many
that's
people in the
another
chat.
thing.
I love
I've
it
had a
too.
content creator. I had a content creator tell me, "Don't tell me you love me." Well, man, I ain't talking about physically loving you. I got the love from God in my heart towards you, to people. That's
I
what I
love your
say.
whole aura and your
Wait.
spirit.
Well, you said a
Right.
man said that? A man?
Uh-huh. You know what I'm talking
That's
about.
no,
You
I
know what I'm
don't.
talking about, boss lady. Yo, who?
The one you argue with all the time.
Yeah, yeah,
Tell
yeah.
me who it was. Tell me who it was before I start naming names.
SK.
Yeah, he looked like he loved. Yeah, he looked like he juggled old balls in his jaws. Yeah, well,
No, I'm not. I'm not. Here's what
no, I know
here's what
you
I'm.
don't, but I think he wants to because he can cuss you out one day, but he do got a love for you. I guess them lemons. See,
No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Before we get started, my disclaimer is up there. Okay.
no,
Now, what
your
I have.
disclaimers. I know you ain't gay worth a damn because you got too many titties and bald headed pussies and old wolf pussies trying to come at you. But see, Mr.
Oh,
William, you ain't never had one like Rare Treasure, cause I ain't none of them. I'm a half-headed cap ass thundercat.
well,
Rawr.
well. Thank you, darling. Maybe in another life or another lifetime, but right
Don't make
now.
me tell your girlfriend. I take the
Oh,
soul out
trust,
your ass without even putting my mouth
trust.
on you. I'm just, hey, little daddy, let me whisper in your ear.
Oh, wait.
Lord.
Now you see how stuff get down there. There you go. I'm gonna get in trouble for that
Hey,
one
I'm
too.
gonna leave on this midnight train to Georgia. Where you say you stayed at Tennessee? You need some
Georgia
Tennessee.
whiskey.
midnight train.
No,
You don't need nothing. So I spike your goddamn Geritol, your Metamucil.
Oh,
Look, yeah, you is crazy.
We got an ear in the chat.
All
Somebody
right.
dropped down with the ear to hear this one.
Yeah, don't you
Oh,
know
well,
it?
come on, let's give him a show. How many people in there?
Well,
Because I can't see.
hello there, Talent. Talented is here, y'all. My
hey,
my
talented.
my guy that
Talented.
got me started doing this crazy shit on YouTube. He was one of
Yo,
them too.
why I
Talent.
come in your room? We shouldn't have said nothing so it have stayed in 3 goddamn people.
Well, he has a
Talent, what you
he.
want here? Oh, they put, hey, Talent, let me whisper in your ear. Let me tell you what the Carruthers want you to hear.
Nah, wait a minute.
He said,
Talent's got a
oh,
woman too now.
what do you call a woman? Is she one of them flirty women in the club?
No, she's not.
Okay, well,
Hey,
that's good. That's good
How
then.
you know, William?
huh? How
Oh,
do I?
see, you done told
Wait a
on
minute
yourself.
now. See, now you trying to say that I know something that don't nobody else know.
No, you
No,
speaking
No,
for
I'm about
him.
to say, I'm about
You
to goddamn
speaking for
snatch
him.
you up by that gray hair on your balls and
I
tie
haven't.
that
I
in.
haven't. I never heard her flirt with nobody. Period. Now,
Who?
okay.
Well, where did you hear her
I'm
at? See,
confused.
Talent's woman. That's all what I'm saying. Now, don't y'all try to get us men started
now,
because we
Mr.
we we got our
Talent,
we
Mr.
got our we got
Talent,
our.
don't be talking about me on your channel.
Look at him. Look at him. He's sitting up
Because
there
I got a
laughing.
channel too. I
If
got a
you ain't
channel
scared,
too, Talent now.
yeah, if you ain't scared, go on hit the link, Talent. Come on up here and start some
Oh,
mess
shit.
like you
Come on,
normally
Talent,
do.
get up here. Let's take the whole family inside.
Uh,
I
leave
got
me
this
out of
question.
this. Yeah, look at him. He's scared now. You beginning to sound like you know who. Leave me out of this. So you're a runner and a track
Talent, how
star,
can I leave you out of this? No name say Talent. I need you to come up here and show me what I need to do to become talented.
I never known Talent to run away from a fight, especially when it comes to women. I never known him to run away from a
Oh,
fight,
well, let
but
me fight his ass then. I'm gonna tell your old lady that she said that you blew in my ear and tried to give me one of them old ass drinks like a Tom Collins or something. Trying to
Oh
make me do
my
the electric
goodness.
slide, no, the electric boogaloo.
No, he has a beautiful lady. He does. He has a beautiful lady.
Oh, I don't try to disrespect nobody on here. I like to come and have
I
fun.
know.
That's what we all need to do.
That's all.
That's
That's
why
all
I
I to
love
like
Boss
to do.
Lady when she doing shit. Glad to
That's
clean that.
That's what I like to do. I like to come on, have fun. I'll play my music. Sometimes, now it's the night that I want to talk about things. We had this young man that committed suicide yesterday. You know that hurt my heart. He's way younger than I am, and he
Yeah.
had a lot to live for. And why? Why? And
You know what? They didn't tell somebody else. It was some drugs. It was this and that. They said his wife Allison said that he don't never leave his car. He get in his car and he go.
right, that's
But
what I
she
heard from
said
the
he left his
report.
car. He went to a hotel and that was it. They won't
Yeah,
say how like my sister was like, how he over my sister's one more motherfucker. We don't went through a lot of shit. And so we be arguing
mm,
about that. Don't talk to me like I'm dumb. I know what you said. He committed suicide. But I'm telling you, what did he OD? I said, bitch, I didn't know. I just told you he didn't
He didn't.
OD. He just
He didn't
motherfucker off
OD.
himself.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
yeah. And it's a shame that a young person, and like I said, I'm 72 years old. When I hear young people taking their lives like that, it does something to me because why?
I
Why?
heard that on my way
But
home
a lot of
Yeah,
yesterday. I
times
watched.
it's people people be hurting and they don't talk. You know, they keep that stuff to themselves.
but they
And a lo-
should.
That's me.
and
I
and,
know.
and
Yeah,
it's
That's me.
and then it's like when they finally I guess they done had enough. That's when they decide to take their lives, and they really don't be thinking about other people,
Yeah.
the people that they're leaving behind.
But this man had 3 kids and a wife.
But still,
When it
he
happens
was,
like
he
that,
might have been hurting. He was still hurting.
yeah, because look, like I said, when my mom passed, I'm the only child. That's the only thing I had. I had to deal with everybody that I love close to me that I had to take care of. I've always been a nurse since a little girl, taking care of animals, people, my family. And when I tried to commit suicide every day for 2 months,
Mm.
and it ain't
Mm.
nobody but God, the Most High. God,
Yeah.
look,
But
God
see,
said, "Bitch, let me tell you something." God said, "Bitch, let me tell you something. I done put you through the most tumultuous shit at a young age because it's something that I want you to do or something that you need to do."
yeah, yeah. But here's the way I look at it, sweetheart. Our life is a book, and we got pages that we could either fill in or leave them blank. And the only time that I think that we're leaving the pages blank is when we leave this earth. Long as we're here talking, we're filling in that book. We're giving people a reason to look back and say, well, did you hear what they said? Or did you hear what they did? You know, and once that book is fulfilled, regardless to how you go out, how you leave this earth,
Tears coming
you
down my fucking eyes right now.
yeah, you done left a chapter. You done left a chapter of a life that people can relate to and talk about, even if it's good or bad. Even if it's good or bad.
Cause
But
I mean, when I lost my grandmother, I thought about killing myself. When I lost my mom, I thought about it too.
yeah,
So I mean, I never,
and
I
then I'll admit it's 72. Even when my mom passed, my dad passed, I thought I ain't got nothing else to live for. You
yep.
know, we all go through those phases.
I think
But if
I'm the oddball. Sorry.
no,
I'm like this. When my mom, I
I'm
did
not
the
saying.
same thing. My grandmother,
I,
I didn't want
I,
to commit suicide. I was just so hurt. But
you
with
were
my
hurt,
mother,
right?
I did. And I even told God, I said, "God, why you do that to her? Take that nigga that's supposed to be my daddy. He ain't shit."
Yeah.
I
Well,
probably was
yeah.
And
hurt.
I
But
even asked God. I'm like, what? Why take her? Take me.
Right.
Because I
And I
felt
did
like
that.
it. I mean, it's like I felt like
We've all
you
done
know,
that.
We
We've
had
all
nothing left. We couldn't
yeah,
exist.
yeah.
right, right. But in truth and actuality, we do
We're
have
here because
something to
we're
live for.
existing.
You know, I can sit back and talk about my dad now. I can sit back and talk about my mom, the things they taught me, the things they brought me to life with about, even if it came down to sex, I could talk to my mama about sex better than I could my daddy. You see what I'm saying? But life is life. If we know sure as we're born, we're going to pass away, we should be joyous and happy because that person doesn't have those bills. They don't have to listen to uh, arguments and all that kind of stuff. When we really should be crying is when a baby's born, because
Mm.
Exactly.
that child
And I
don't
think we
know.
cry out of selfishness because people leave us.
Right.
And well, I can't speak for nobody else. By me being an only child, I
Hmm.
cried because
Yeah.
I know the things my dad put my mother through and me through. I know what my mother had to go through when she left him. I know what I've been through. And that's why I say God put me through the most tumultuous and test and put me in the trenches and I had to go through a whole lot of shit, you
Yeah.
know, and
But you're still here. But you're still here.
and that's why I said, and that's why I tell people, I'm like, you know what? I quit that wanting to commit suicide and even trying, and I was trying to do that from a young girl because
Hmm.
I just or whatever, and it's not for me to disclose or what
Right.
I mean I can,
Right.
but you know
But
it don't matter.
here's
It's
another
somebody
thing,
that's
honey.
going to hear the sound of my voice that I can help. And I
Right.
know that
And that's the
God
main
got me
thing.
here for a reason, and he's giving me gifts.
Mhm.
And I started my YouTube page a long time ago, and I've recorded shit and I've deleted it because of the simple fact this where I came to the beef sector. I
Right.
don't give a fuck about ridicule and how nobody see me. I ain't gonna never be the most beautifulest thing in the world, but bitch, I'm far from motherfucking Florida Evans and motherfucking Big Cheryl.
Well, wait a minute now. Florida Evans was a beautiful lady to me too.
No, she was, but you know, back then, you know, the jokes that they make.
I know.
Well, let
I
me
know.
give y'all something how somebody said. I wasn't Miss Seeley back then. I think Whoopi is gorgeous.
Oh, yes,
Yep.
yes, yes.
Now since we're older, I think she's gorgeous. But back then, Jumpin' Jack Flash and Seeley, she was better
Hmm.
looking than Jumpin' Jack Flash in the movie she did before that. They made her look
But
real fucked up in the color
but
purple.
but here's to me as a man now. Here's what I say. A woman's personality makes her beautiful. I knew this woman that was cock-eyed. And let me tell you, her personality made you forget about them cock eyes. You see what I'm
You
saying?
forgot about them double standards.
Hey, what I'm saying is all women to me are beautiful because number one, even if you're not a mother, you came from a mother. You're a female. Females go through a hell of a lot of shit. I watched my mother suffer through her menopause, her losing kids, all that. I watched her do that. And as a young boy growing up, I didn't want any woman to go through that. But I know through God, some women go through it, some women don't go through it. So
I
why
wish
should
the
I sit
morals
up?
and the standards
Why
and the
why should I
character,
have
like
to?
back in your days, how we were taught, my grandmother, you, my great grandmother, that they passed. Like I have some of that. I have that now. Not some of it. I have that now. I wish that they had that nowadays because they don't have that. Just like
Yeah, no, we
everybody
don't.
wants something
We
that's
don't.
fine, built, and look good, and this,
Hmm.
that, and the third. Like light skin was in style. Now it's dark skin. Bitch,
And yeah,
niggas with some sense
that
and
that
that know what to
when
do,
I
they in
was
style.
when I was growing up at 2016, all that light and dark skin, yeah, we had that same goddamn argument that you young people are having today.
No, they
Colorism.
have it. I've been
Well,
light skin, pretty hair, big pretty eyes. When I say
but
big eyes, big ass
let's
eyes.
face it, it's not us as a society of black people. It's the what the media portrays to us what's popular now. You see what I'm
But see,
saying?
I'm light skin,
Yeah,
pretty eyes,
yeah.
shade color,
And back then
pretty
there
hair,
was a
but I was
movie.
always ugly.
No, you
I
weren't
was always
ugly.
told that I
No,
was
you
ugly
were not.
because I was
No,
pretty.
no, you weren't. You were never ugly. It's what society had made you. You remember that movie, Imitation of Life?
Yeah. No, the reason I say that my aunts with on my daddy's side, everybody's dark except for two of my aunts and an uncle.
Honey, my daddy
My
was
dark
black
skin
as
aunts,
my
they will
daddy
fuck
was
me
black
up,
as a
burn
boot.
my hair out, fucking do all this shit to me and call me ugly. Oh, you a demon. Your eyes change color.
No, my
Your
daddy,
hair
my
curl up
daddy,
too much.
my daddy was dark as a boot, but all his kids turned out brown skin, and we were dark, but we take after our mom's side of the family. Our mom's side of the family, she's from Bobo, Mississippi, and she had some people in her family that were light, bright, as we said back way back in the day, light, bright, damn near white. So it
Right.
doesn't matter. We were still family. You see what I'm saying? It's the way society looks at people, to me, how they look at people based
Yeah. See
upon
what it
what
was in my
history
family? They
what
did that to
history
me
has
because
taught
I
us.
was the first granddaughter and I was light skinned. They didn't like my mother because my mother put them into place because my dad's mother loved my mama,
Hmm.
and
And
she
that's
ain't
what
taking
it
no shit from them.
and
So they
that's
took it out on me. And then
yeah.
on my mom's side, my grandmother,
But see,
she
those
was
are
tall.
that's what we call in society ignorant people. People that don't have a sense of well being, they don't have a sense of self worth,
Hmm.
and they don't love their own, far as I'm concerned, culture. We've always been separated as a culture. I watched this movie the other night. That new movie that oh God, the boy that slapped it, Will Smith's new movie,
Emancipation.
Emancipation. I watched that the other night, and you know that movie made me madder than uh it made me madder than Roots. It made me madder
Damn.
than Roots
Mm, mm, mm.
I remember
because
we had to watch that at school, and I was mad as fuck at that movie. I was like, "What the fuck you talking
yeah,
about?"
but Emancipation made me madder than Roots because once again, if we look at it, who's telling the story,
White
who's
folks,
directing the story, who's writing the story, and all this, white folks. Now,
right?
there was once I really don't want to spoil a movie for anybody who people who haven't seen it, but Will Smith got drug away from his family, took him to this camp, and as they were going through the forest, through the woods to this camp, they had black people's head on a pole, like like they cut their heads off and stuck them on a pole. What does that tell you about man's inhumanity to man?
It tells me, since you asked the question, they brought us here to do all the work, but they never want us to get ahead because we are the dominant, superior beings. So once we learn too much, we know too much, we go against their authority, and
Mm-hmm.
they're scared of
Mm-hmm.
us. So they make examples out of us,
Yeah. Thank you.
and they
I'm
Thank
shut
you.
about
us
to
up.
go. I'm about to lay down and listen to y'all talk.
Okay,
And you,
sweetheart. Thank
Okay,
you.
and you
bye,
ain't
boss
going to tell me
lady.
If
the
you're
movie.
gonna drop off, thank you for coming up, baby. But
You welcome.
You ain't going to tell me the movie.
you
The
know I
name of
love you.
the name Emancipation set it off for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
gotta get back on track. Y'all have a
Yeah.
good night.
All
You
right,
too,
you as
But
well.
sweetheart.
good night,
You
boss lady. Have a good one, baby.
All right,
Happy
Red
holidays.
Pleasure,
love you,
Gail, and
boss lady.
And I'm
everybody.
gonna tell you
Love
another
you.
movie that fucked me up.
Deuces.
Deuces,
Rosewood.
aces, baby. Rosewood.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Rosewood fucked me up.
yeah. See, a lot of people they look at certain movies, they look at the time and the dates and all that, but they don't realize that yeah, it's history, but it's been changed to a certain degree. It's been changed to a certain
Exactly.
degree.
Just like the
Even
Bible. I don't.
mm-hmm,
They say
mm-hmm,
my family look at me like they think I'm really just psychotic and loco loony and need to be admitted because I don't share their same thoughts about shit. We all grew up in the church. Oh, we got to go to
right,
Sunday school. Nigga, why
right.
I don't been to school Monday through Friday? It's the weekend. We supposed to have fun. Saturday, we still got to get up, do some chores. Then we can go outside. Then goddamn, you work us from sun up to sundown like we the new age slaves. Just for Sunday morning, you go tell me to get up, goddamn at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning before I even got to get up in the school week to talk about some goddamn Sunday school. Sunday school for what? Then the fuck I
Well,
got to sit in Sunday school, get there early. The motherfuckers always late. We sit in that motherfucker for about an hour. Then we got to take a recess. Then we go to the church. We got to goddamn listen to Sister Bertha Lee do all this bullshit and go through the announcements. And then we got to
well,
sit in this motherfucker. We start at 7 o'clock, and then
yeah,
we don't leave out of there till 4. Bitch, I need a
but
break, a blood,
but
and everything.
But you got to realize from day one, honey, from day one, we were taught how to raise our kids, how to treat our children. We were too afraid to break away from what they call the norm of life
Tradition.
and traditional,
Oh,
right? To break away
I
from
beg
that
the
shit.
difference with that, Mr. William. We wasn't taught. They didn't teach us how to raise. They didn't teach them how to raise us. They taught them how to motherfucking raise their children. And by the time they
And
got to
that's
go
true.
home and come to us and their children, it wasn't nothing left. So you wasn't nothing
Yeah.
but aggravated, frustrated, and ready to kill the fucking world.
Yeah, but here's what I'm asking. I'm going to ask you this one important question. Do you think it was great that we had the segregated schools? When you look back on, we had black teachers, we had schools that black children went to. No white kid. We couldn't go to an all white school. We had our own separate things. Our teachers, we had black teachers that taught us things. Even though there were the books from the white man, we had teachings, but then some teachers would come out and speak against things that were wrong. Then they integrated. School integration. To me, that was the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, I think so because I mean, I feel like that we lost a lot.
We
Uh,
did. We have.
when
And
when you
don't.
get when they started segregating and doing that, I think we lost a lot, and then we lost a lot of our black teachers.
Mhm. But once again, thank you, boss lady. I just lost my lady here. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link again for if she wants to come back up. But like I was saying, to me, school segregated schools was the worst thing that they could do. You know, we thought, we thought that we wanted to be equal, but
Hmm.
equality was not given to us once we integrated those, as we say, white schools, being able to go to because they changed their whole curriculum. A lot of
Yeah,
people don't
and then
realize it.
it's like even I mean, like with I was in school and stuff like that. It's like they didn't even teach Black history.
Yeah,
So we didn't
yeah.
even have Black history classes.
No, we didn't.
And so it's like it did the what they call Black history was it for me. I don't think it was really Black history.
Well, like I can say, I was in that year, and I can remember that year, 1967. We had a sit down protest in our schools because they didn't teach us Black history. We as Black children wanted to know about certain things that wasn't in those history books that they were teaching us.
Hmm.
My mom got called to school and they threatened to suspend me. And my mama said, suspend him. But he's going to be back here next week doing the same thing. So that's what I'm
But
saying.
I think we lost. I feel like we lost. I mean, when they did segregate, it's like I feel like we lost.
We lost a
As
lot.
as our generations came about, it's like we lost a lot.
Mhm.
It's like we lost a whole lot. It's like they stopped doing
And they
teaching.
say, if you can control the masses, you control their minds, you control the masses. And we got some people that still believe that it's okay to do certain things to each other, as far as black
Mhm.
people go. And it's not. It's not. You know, I'm just so tired of people justifying calling each other names and doing things when really inside we're hurting. And instead of us explaining ourselves articulately, we want to use the MF, the B's, the hoes, and the pimp, all that bull.
Yeah.
Even with our music has changed so very much. You know, there was a time when you could sing to a woman and make her feel good. Now, the only way that women that I look at it, and even some men singing to women, calling them bitches and hoes, or uh, drop it like it's hot and all that bullshit. To me, you don't need all that to express yourself. Far as loving your blackness, loving yourself, being proud of who you are. James Brown said it years ago. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. But we forget being proud means that, hey, we have to stand up for shit that we know that's not right. Don't be afraid to speak out of it. Don't be afraid to follow the masses. You know, just because you're going to jump off a goddamn bridge and think you holier than I am, I'm not going to do it. No, I'm not jumping off that bridge with you.
Hmm. And I think too, we've lost our individuality too,
Well, yes, we have.
because
We've
it's like now it's like we feel like we have to be like be what everybody else wants us to be. It's like you say, it's that crowd. This the crowd mentality.
The crowd mentality, right? The cult, as they say, the cult.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, they can holler about me talking double standards and stuff, but when I get tired of the bullshit, I shut it off. I shut it down. Or else, like she said, I came up there and argued with a motherfucker. Yeah, I did that because he was testing my manhood as an older black man, being here on this earth way longer than he has been, seeing a lot of shit that he'd never seen done to him, getting bit by dogs in a protest march, being hosed down with water hose, hit upside the head with a fucking billy club, just so my child will be able to do something now that would make them feel, hey, you're Lisa. They didn't think of us as first class. They didn't think of us as citizens at
No,
all. We weren't
no,
citizens.
we was like two thirds of
It,
her
that
purse,
yeah,
even back then.
yeah. We were more
We
like
were property.
their property, and then we were animals, apes and monkeys and gorillas and all that bullshit. No, I'm a human being, just like you. I bleed the same color you bleed, and if your ass needed my blood, goddammit, I could go give it to you in a transfusion to save your damn life.
Hmm.
So that's what I mean about feeling the way I do about certain things in life. But like I want to say, thank you, boss lady, once again for coming up. Love, peace, and deuces to you. And talent, you came up here. I left you out of it, but you know you still on my radar list, buddy. And Rare Me Treasures, sweetheart, I left the chat for you open. If you want to come up anytime you want to come up, I thank you for letting me know that you do listen to me. You listen to my music and stuff, and you're in the bushes. Um, we had our little chat about flirting and then went to everything else. And people have to understand sometimes when you have discussions about one thing, it could lead to another.
Hmm.
And just because we don't agree on everything somebody says, we don't have to disagree. But one thing for certain and two things for sure. When you ladies get up here with me on a platform, I ain't taking sides now. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not taking sides. I love all women because my mother was a woman and I
Mm.
love my mother. So
And you got
that's,
sisters. You got
and
sisters.
yes, I got sisters, I got daughters, I got
Yep.
nieces. I got great nieces and they're women.
Hmm.
And I'm not going to be the one to get out there and call them a bunch of bitches and whores. I leave that to y'all when y'all
No,
get through.
don't be putting me in there. Look, nope. Don't be putting me in there.
All right, deuces, boss lady. Love, peace, and aces to you, sweetheart. Uh, but I'm gonna get off of here, Gail. Thank you for coming up.
No
And
problem.
thanks for you three ladies that came up. Hey, y'all made my night. Like I said, I don't need 1,000 in the chat. I don't need 800 in the chat.
No, that's
I
right.
I just need to be out here and talking. And far as uh, let me say it this way, because I don't want to offend nobody. I'm doing my own thing to make my life happy. And if it makes you miserable, I'm sorry.
No, that's right.
Okay.
And thank
So,
you for putting the poll question out.
oh yeah, I'm gonna have some more polls going up because I really want to see how people, we as black people, what do we think? What do we cherish? What do we honor? What do we dishonor? There's a lot of questions that's going through my old ass mind, being an old man, with the younger generation. And a lot of people on my platform are younger than I am, way younger. I got a few people I can talk. Lady Nika, you're still a young lady. I don't know if you're going to hear this later or not, but you're still a young woman at 50. Nah, them 2 quarters, mm-mm. You sitting on your tail right now. Wait till you have to flip that quarter to decide what you're going to do. That's the way I do my life right now. It's a coin toss. It's a flip. Am I going to do this or am I going to do that? So, but what I am going to do, I'm going to continue being me on these YouTube streets. And I'm giving all these men a fair warning out there. You talk about women too goddamn much, I'm coming at you. So that's all I'm saying. Love it or leave it. Like it or lump it. That's me.
Yep.
Hell, who knows? I might get up. It's what 3:00 in the 3:00 in the morning. Hell, I'll wake up at 7:00, 6:30 or something like that, and start playing music. That's to get things off my mind.
Yep.
But
I enjoyed it up here and enjoyed the conversation.
yeah, and I want to tell you in front of everybody, thank you for being my number one moderator. Even though I have a woman, you're always there on time. So y'all can take it like y'all want to take it. So I'm giving McGill her props as a moderator and as a true woman. So
you're welcome. Always.
Always. And thank you. Thank you for being here, Miguel. When nobody else is here, I know I can count on you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, okay. That's on the YouTube streets now because, they're going to take that. I know they're going to take that and make something out of it, but whatever the hell. I'm going to get off of here and quit being, I'm going to go be nosy too, just like I said.
Right. All right. Love, peace, and blessings to you.
All right. Love, peace, aces to you too. All right, folks. I don't know how it went. I don't know how y'all going to perceive it when y'all listen to it tomorrow. But one thing I can say as an old man, hell, I don't know how long I'm going to be with you guys. I hope I'm here forever. And if I'm not here forever, whatever I leave behind on these YouTube streets, when you go back and look at it, you can see what I was saying is there's more to life than YouTube. Even though we have controversies and we talk about things that some people don't want to touch, I want to say things that some people don't want to touch. But at my old age, I'm no fool. Life is too short. Life is short and it's getting shorter. And with that being said, I want to say God bless the young man. May your soul rest in peace. And to those who have passed on today at this time when I was up here talking, may God have mercy on your soul, as they say. I'd like to thank once again my 1,010 subscribers that I have, because if it wasn't for you guys, I don't know. I'm happy. Thank you, Tracy, with a T. And I was sneaking on you, and I don't blame you, baby. Check them. Lady Nigga, I dropped down in your chat to say hello. Bless Watkins, I haven't seen you in a couple of days, but you have left messages. Brianna, Simone, Brianna, Simone, that's Deanna. But Brianna Pettyville, I listen to you, darling. I'll speak. Sometimes I'll just be listening. I love you too, no matter what. And Deanna, you've always been my Simone on these YouTube streets. I love you. To James Caldwell, thank you. Thank you. Even though people have tried to divide us or get me to say shit about you, no, I respect you. I highly respect you. Duchess Kelly Love, I know what you bring to these YouTube streets. To all these so-called OGs that want to be new Gs, these new Gs that want to be old Gs. You know, I thank you guys. To Sir King, yeah. Can't forget you, buddy. I'm gonna give you your props. Even though you hate my voice, even though you hate what I might stand for, being a flip flopper, I've always been true to my word and what I say about you. At times I like you, at times I hate you. Okay, I'm not gonna say hate. I disagree with you, but I still love you, even though you hate the word love. And it doesn't matter what people might think about me on these YouTube streets. I'm my own man. I have my own thoughts. And I will be saying what I like and don't like. And what I don't like is the divide that we as Black people have, especially when I went through so much to help you guys get where you're at today, to do the things that I wasn't able to do, to say the things I wasn't able to say. I'll defend your right to the death to say it, especially when you speak out against injustice. And that's about it. Thank you. Like I said, thank my panel for coming up again. Once again, I love you guys. And I love all of you out there in YouTube streets. And even old Jay Wilson, the love of God is on you too, buddy. Even though you're wrong half the time. That's my opinion. That's my facts. That's what I'm stating. With that, good night, folks.